Selling is about solving a problem or uncovering a benefit of safety in a way that makes people want to buy in. So the question becomes, do you want people to buy into safety? And if so, what are you prepared to do to make that happen? On this episode, we're going to deal with the beliefs and misconceptions about selling safety to employees. 3 reasons you hate selling safety but need to do it.
PeopleWork, the human touch in workplace safety. Available everywhere on Amazon. To learn more, go to kevburns.com/peoplework.
Safety shouldn't have to be sold. Now that comment is typical right across the varying types of safety personnel. People get hung up on the word selling as though selling's a bad thing, a manipulative thing. Now if you think that, you're going to be ineffective in building better safety outcomes. Let me explain. What seems like a lifetime ago, I used to sell photocopiers. Now, trust me when I say that's a tough gig. But my clients would never buy the photocopier. They bought what the photocopier could do. And more importantly, what it could do for them. Before photocopier sales, I sold radio advertising. Again, people weren't buying commercial time. They were buying the foot traffic to their businesses that the commercial time created, what it could do for them. You have to position safety the same way too. It's not about showing safety or shoving it down the throats of your people. It's about helping them see that safety improves their lives in a way that they're probably not seeing it. Supervisors and safety people, you have to help employees see what safety does and can do for them. Okay, so let's talk about what selling really is. Selling anything takes 2 things, a communication skill set and trust. And when you think about it, the really good salespeople, the people you feel most comfortable with, are not usually the rookie salespeople. The best salespeople are the experienced veterans who always keep the interests of the client at the forefront. See, they know the product or service they're selling will help to eliminate a client pain point. And the client knows it too, otherwise they wouldn't be listening. No one buys anything that doesn't make their lives better in some way. That's why we buy homes, vehicles, vacations, education, insurance, investments, on and on and on it goes. Those things make our lives better, more comfortable, less uncertain. So why wouldn't we buy into safety too? You can improve employee commitment to safety by understanding that selling safety is a good thing. You may have reasons for disliking the idea of selling safety though, but as a supervisor or safety person, you need to do it anyway. So let's get to it. The 3 things that you need to understand about selling safety and how to do it better to get better buy-in. And number 1 is, valuing people is not manipulation. What does that mean? Shock and awe safety is manipulation. Gruesome photos, gut-wrenching videos, don't do what he did stories. That's incredibly manipulative. You're trying to scare people into complying with safety rules. You're trying to make them afraid of messing up. That's manipulation. Oh, sure, being aware of danger is important, but safety's so much more than avoiding danger and following rules. Scaring your people into compliance is not the same thing as them committing to safety as one of their guiding principles. The best you get is momentary compliance with rules, but you have to keep reinforcing it to sustain it. And that's a huge waste of your time, following around your people, trying to scare them into doing the right thing. I mean, how many hours in a day do you really have? But when people buy into safety on their own, you don't have to scare them into compliance anymore. You don't have to enforce rules and penalties. You don't have to hold their jobs over their heads. Besides, when you tell people how much they mean to you, how valuable they are, they pay attention more. Telling people in a heartfelt way about the safety plan and how it benefits them isn't manipulation. It's honesty, it's truth, it's caring. Helping them to buy into a strategy for keeping them working for a long time is not manipulation. Caring about their health and their contribution is not manipulation. Valuing them as good and valuable people is not manipulation. Look, you help your family to do the right thing, the smart thing, the safe thing, don't you? You teach them how safety benefits them and you. How is this any different? Selling safety isn't about scaring people into compliance. It isn't about being underhanded and slimy. It's about being honest. Number 1, valuing people is not manipulation. Point number 2, We don't buy things from people we don't trust. Now that's key. You'll never sell something to anyone against their will. If people don't want it, they won't buy it. I mean, have you ever had something sold to you against your will? Of course not. Oh, sure, you may have regretted buying something from someone in the past, but they didn't sell you against your will. You said yes at some point, and then afterward, you regretted that decision. So people don't buy things against their will, and people won't buy something from someone untrustworthy. But you say, safety shouldn't have to be sold? Well, an innocent man shouldn't have to sell a jury to stay out of prison either, but he does. I mean, consider what a lawyer does. A lawyer argues a persuasive opinion. A lawyer tries to sway a jury with influence and facts. The lawyer tries to sell a jury into delivering an acquittal. That's selling. Helping people see your point of view is selling. That's all you want, for people to see safety the same way you do and to buy into it with the same conviction and enthusiasm. Selling's about presenting facts and feelings in a way that make people want to buy in. And you'll have a hard time doing that if you lack trust or credibility. We only buy from people who we can trust and who we allow to influence us. Point number 2, we don't buy things from people we don't trust. And finally, number 3, promoting safety is not the same as selling safety. There's a major difference between promoting and selling. To promote something is to popularize and publicize it. In other words, it's to make information available. But to sell something is to engage a buyer, to get their commitment, to adopt, and to take ownership. Put it another way, people don't own something when it has been promoted to them. They own it when they buy it. They buy it when they make a commitment to own it. Promoting safety is to inform people, but to not get their commitment. When you promote safety, there's no result. The best you can do is hope that people get the message and hope that they'll adopt or buy into safety. But to sell safety is to get an agreement and a commitment that safety is going to be owned, internalized, and utilized every day. So don't think that by just talking about safety, people are going to buy in. They're not. Because you haven't asked them to commit to it. You've just asked them to pay attention. And they'll either accept or reject the information, because all you did is inform them. You don't fill the stands at a sporting event by just telling people there's a game. You fill the stands when you sell all the tickets. When all of the people make their commitment, they attend by buying into the game. Or here's an example that will hit closer to home. You gave your employer your resume, which outlined all about you, right? That was you promoting yourself. The company got more information about you, but they didn't buy in yet. Then you went to an interview. More promotion, talking about the benefits of hiring you, but it was still promotion. As you can see, at this point, publicizing or promoting is not enough. You have to get commitment. Then you were hired, sold. They gave you commitment. They bought in. And now here you are making a difference. So now repeat what you did then with safety today. Get commitment. Get buy-in. Number 3, promoting safety is not the same as selling safety. Selling is about solving a problem or uncovering a benefit in a way that makes people want to buy in. Once people buy in and give their commitment to safety, it's difficult for them to go back to their old ways. To convince someone of an idea is to sell the idea. Remember, your people won't buy in until there's something to buy. Before someone can buy, there has to be something being sold. You sell the safety program best one-on-one, not in safety meetings through PowerPoint slides. I mean, seriously, you ever bought anything from a PowerPoint slide or a brochure? You have to help each person find their own win for buying in. It's only in the one-on-one conversations can you do that. Moving forward an idea in a one-on-one conversation is selling. Sell the benefits of safety. Get commitment.